Hello, the worldwide website. We're Hack the Dino. I'm Ben Rosenthal. That man is...
Daniel McGuinness.
What happened to your voice there?
I saw a fly and a frog and a dog and a mouse.
I guess she'll die. This is episode 70 of Hack the Dino, your fortnightly nonsense variety show where we talk about all kinds of game stuff. Game news, game views, and game...
Clues.
Muse? Game clues.
Clues. It's like a cheat line that you used to call
That's
when
right.
you were a kid.
I never did that.
I did it once.
Really?
And I didn't know what it was. And it was a game I couldn't get through, the Immortal on Mega Drive. Do you remember that?
No.
And I rang it up and I just, to America and just got a recording.
To America?
$500 dudes.
And then it was just like a recorded message just saying random codes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's all it is. There's no one on the other line.
Wow.
On the other end.
And you probably paid a lot of money for that.
Who knows?
Well, your parents did. Anyway, we're here to bring you all the types of game stuff that you like to hear with the holes in the side of your head, encompassed by some lobes. But first, what have you been playing this week, Dan?
I can't continue with such a terrible intro.
Okay. Well, while you're trying to regroup, I'll just say that we are on Twitch at the moment, live on Twitch TV.
Hello, Twitch.
But you may also be watching this on YouTube over at youtube.com/hackthedino. Or you could even be listening to us with those said lobe or holes in the side of your head.
Spirals.
Yeah, what? No. Over on our podcast, our audio-only show, which you can get on iTunes, SoundCloud, and all the other podcast listening variety places that you like to
Love.
All right. You like to love them. And we're also sponsored by King Kaiju Collectibles and
Greenlight Comics.
Greenlight Comics, but more about that later. Dan!
What have I been playing this week? I decided I was going to play World War Z.
World War Z?
Do you know of World War Z?
Is it like Dragon Ball Z?
No, and it's not like it's like the film with I was going to say Tom Hanks.
And
What's his name?
We're in
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt, but we're in Australia, so it's World War Z.
Yeah. That anyhow. So basically, it's a multiplayer, 4-player multiplayer game. It's exactly like Left 4 Dead. It's basically Left 4 Dead, but a bit better graphics, a bit more complex, and a bit different in some
Did she
different
just
ways.
run through barbed wire?
Yeah, because you put that up.
Just like the real world.
Yeah. So basically, you there's like scenarios like Left 4 Dead. You play different players, but unlike Left 4 Dead, there's a whole bunch of other characters, and you can see here. I'm going to have to just talk about it because it's on the screen now. There's massive hoarding physics in this game. There's so many zombies in this game.
Oh my god.
Are they climbing up planes of glass?
No, they're climbing up like the barrier that's in front of like a shopping center. You know, like the if you go down, you would have seen it. But yeah, so it's all about holding off hordes, and there's like tower defense stuff. Like you can see there, you put down like barbed wire and stuff. You get time limits to get ready. You can put up auto turrets and stuff like that. But yeah, so difference from Left 4 Dead is that there's a whole bunch of different characters, and you can actually level up all your characters, and you can level up all your weapons as you go. So there's scenarios where you just get overrun and you can't do it, and you're gonna have to play other scenarios, get better, and get your weapons better. There's a whole skill tree for all your weapons and stuff like that. It's quite good, and it's crisp. It's beautiful. Like when you're playing it, it's like all the zombies look different. They're always falling over. They're running around corners and slipping.
That's actually something I wanted to ask. Because of the horde thing of the zombies. Oh, she's dead. Like, how much repeat do you see in the zombies?
Like, have you seen any repeat?
Well, that's what I'm looking for at the moment.
You trying to find some repeat?
Oh, look, there's a guy in a suit and a tie.
No, he
Let's
has
see
no
if
head.
there's any. So you haven't noticed any of that? Any of the doubling up?
No, not really. And seriously, there are bits where there are hundreds of zombies.
I am noticing the bodies disappear.
They do disappear quite quickly. But I can handle that.
Do they just fade away, or do they sort of bubble and ooze?
They just kind of just go away. They do keep some of the bodies there, but just not all of them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it is. I mean, computers will get to the point where it can do that. Things I did notice I didn't like was there's no couch co-op. I'm a massive fan of couch co-op. If I've got a mate coming over, I want to do split screen with him. Like in this game, you can't do it. Whether you can on other versions of it. So I had to play. I usually do most of my stuff through Steam.
Right.
This kind of stuff, but I couldn't do it this time because once again, not on Steam and Epic, because Epic made this. Epic's got it on there, just on their website.
Oh, really?
So Epic has their own basic Steam now. It's like they're trying to destroy Steam and everything else in the entire world. Because you said recently they
They purchased the development company behind Rocket League.
So they've taken Rocket League, now they're going to take it off of everything.
Yep, and it's all going to the Epic Store now.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, how about that?
So yeah, look at here, we're outside now. And there's this beautiful moment in this game when you're like in the sewers. You're coming through the sewers, you're fighting zombies, and you come out of the sewers, and there's kind of a big, you know, those big tunnels that you come out of. There's like a big round room, and you go up on the inside of it in like walkways.
Oh, like Cerebro.
Yeah, no, but you know what I mean. Like it's a big tube that you come out in, and it's like a
Then
ventilation.
no, I don't know what you mean.
It's like a big tube, a huge round room. Yeah, I know, swore then. And then like the helicopter flies over, and when helicopters fly over, there's often swarms following them.
Right.
And there's suddenly this hundreds of these zombies just pour into this hole, just falling, like hundreds, and you're running through this level with people just going thunk, 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 just falling on the ground everywhere, and they're piling up in piles. And then once there's piles, they don't die when they hit the ground, and they start coming out. And it's just like. There's just some moments in this game, and it's cheap. It was like $45, brand new.
Well, that might be cheap for you, Mr. Business Owner Moneybags, but
Yeah,
some
but like
of us...
no, most games like
I was gonna
online
say,
and
like
that.
AAA games. That's pretty damn good.
Is it a AAA game, though?
Okay, well, I spoke too soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's you can see this here.
Who made it? Who's the dev?
I should have worked that out before I got on this show, but I didn't.
I'll
Okay.
Google it.
Oh, so there's zombie doubling up there. I saw.
Yeah, I thought
there's three
faces.
Three in the
Yeah,
same.
but they look different. They got
That's fair enough. You're not really getting that close. I give it the Ben pass. It's the Ben. All right, I'll let you get away with this one. That's your free ticket.
You can
also
and I always say
$80 a month.
you can hold 3 weapons in this game, which is what I like. You can hold like a 2 normal weapons and a giant heavy weapon. So you will get like you'll get like a giant chainsaw, which is like huge, and you can put it on your back and bring it out, or rocket launchers, one-use rocket launchers. And there's a lot of times. See there, she's got her gigantic gun on her back, which is like some sort of machine gun. It's great when they start swarming up things, and you just have to stop them, and you just fire a rocket launcher just at the bottom of them, and you see them all just cascade fall over and stuff. You're just like, oh man, so good. Like it's just, and I like the I'm a massive fan of third person. I like FPSs, first person shooters, but I just love a third person shooter every now and then when it looks crisp and beautiful. And like
I got to admit, I prefer third person games.
And that's a big difference from Left 4 Dead. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Left 4 Dead was first person, wasn't it?
And Left 4 Dead is not around anymore.
Have they taken it down?
No, it's still there, but I don't think they're making any more.
I know people who still play that every weekend.
Really?
Yeah, they love it.
Yeah, right.
So I have a
did you see that face shot?
a very interesting finding.
Yes.
So the developer is Saber Interactive.
Saber
Now,
Interactive.
If you think
those guys.
If you think that name sounds familiar, they've made such games as Quake Champions, NBA Playgrounds, Shaq Fu.
No, never heard of them.
NBA 2K Playgrounds 2, and World War Z.
Right.
And
So,
the Halo Master Chief Collection.
oh, okay.
So they kind of, yeah, well, that's all right. Oh.
I do like the way they just seem to collapse as soon as you pierce one of their joints. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. So that was my game. And I loved it. If you're a fan of multiplayer games, it's definitely one for you guys. For that kind of genre. And I'm not usually a fan of multiplayer games, so look how vivid this is coming up.
Yeah, okay, maybe don't comment on it while no one can see in the podcast listening. Anyway, I've been playing this game. Fortnite, the Avengers and Fortnite mashup, team up, destroy all Thanos event has ended. Happy to say I completed all the tasks, so now I have the Quinjet that I can fly into Fortnite land in. This was really, really fun.
I don't know what that means, but cool. I like how the trees fall apart.
Oh, yeah. So this game was great, and the best weapon I found was Hawkeye's bow. You could...
the one no one wants, though. You don't want it, like...
No, but everyone did want it, because it acts like a sniper rifle, but also like a grappling hook. So you'd have one which is a grappling hook, and you could just swing from things like Spider-Man and get to a place really, really fast, and then just sit up on a tree and just take out the enemies.
Ping dudes off.
Yeah, it was great.
Ping 'em.
So it was completely random as to whether you're on the hero team or you're on the Chitauri team. You can randomly become Thanos. One game, I think I randomly became Thanos 4 times. That was great.
So random.
How?
Well, it's legitimately random. And obviously, as your squad dies down, there's less people there.
I'm not a fan of 100% random.
No?
The 100% random never feels random. You know when you got your iPod and it's 100% random and you're like, I've just heard this.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, I wish they'd just kind of,
Yeah.
break it up.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
But that's it's come to an end now. But that was fun. It got me thinking though, what other modes they could do in Fortnite like this. And I thought, you know what? I really want to see a Star Wars one. I want to see one where you have one side with just stormtroopers, and the other side your Fortnite avatar, but you can get lightsabers and Jedi powers. And just have a 50-on-50 battle
cool,
like that. That would be so cool. And then, like Thanos, you can have one where the stormtroopers, you could turn into Darth Vader. And he just mows people down with his lightsaber. So, hopefully, same company. Stranger things could happen. We've got a new movie coming out this year. Fortnite's bigger than ever. So, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Speaking of Fortnite, Season 8 did wrap up yesterday.
Goodbye, Season 8. Hello, Season 9.
We're in Season 9 now, and we can see the trailer here. During Season 8, the volcano did erupt and destroyed Tilted Towers and Retail Row. What we can see here is Fortnite Dude and the banana, which was the special skin, or one of the special skins from last season.
I like the banana, man.
And they went into a bunker in order to survive the volcano eruption and the destruction of Tilted Towers.
Very ABC.
What I like
B1.
is they're setting up a whole world here, and the Season 1 trailers are always a continuation of the Fortnite storyline. So we can see here the Banana Man and the Fortnite Man have realized that they don't have any food in the fridge. So then, of course, time has passed where they've just been discovered. This is one of the brand new suits we can see on the screen. It's a mech chicken. Mech chicken.
Like a robot chicken?
Yeah, kind of, but as like a Gundam.
How long? He's eating the banana.
He's eating the banana. So there we go. You got the Gundam chicken there. And then the Fortnite Man is coming out with a big, long, bushy beard and seeing the brand new Tilted Towers. It's all futuristic. It's all Neo. Completely different art style. Well, not completely different. They've really polished the art style. Even in-game, it looks a lot crisper.
The future is yours.
And they're really leaning on the cartoony side. So I've just played a little bit of that. I really, really enjoyed it. And yeah, everyone should jump in because it's free.
Cool.
And also, very, very quickly, before we move on, I finally delved in and bought Skyrim for the Switch.
Yeah,
so,
right.
It's a 360 game.
So you've never played Skyrim
I've
before?
never played Skyrim before. It was always on my yes must buy list.
This is the actual Switch footage here we're watching. It is a bit of a downgrade in graphics.
Well, you'd expect that. But, I mean, playing it, you don't see that. Like, yeah, it's a little blocky, but...
It's because you're playing it on a postage stamp.
Anyway, this game's holding up. I like it. It's pretty cool. I like how you can be a lizard man.
Yeah, are you a lizard man?
No, I went real man. I thought, this playthrough, I'll go a real man.
You're going to play
a real
it through
boy.
Twice. I bet you won't.
I bet I won't even play it through once. But I'm enjoying it so far. I'm a warrior. I've decided I'm going to be a warrior.
A warrior?
A warrior. I'm going to be a warrior.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to ride in on a motorcycle.
You should try and be Wario.
And just, fart on people everywhere?
Yeah.
That's what Dan does. All right, should we go on to the news?
I feel like I've had a bit of injustice done against me.
You're being attacked.
Is that right?
I just go and watch episode 68 of Hack the Dino, the opening segment. Vengeance.
Vengeance?
Vengeance, yes.
Vengeance?
Vengeance, finally! Vengeance.
All right.
Alrighty, let's go on to the news now. We got the State of Play, came out earlier today.
I got a little
graphic up there.
Yeah, there you
We're
go.
going to talk about that a little bit later on because there is a lot to digest there, and I thought rather than talk about it now in the news segment, we'll give it its own little segment.
I'm pretty happy for the video watchers that are watching us on Twitch. All my pictures are the right size this week.
Well done, Dan.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Learn about resolutions.
Very good. We're all very impressed.
Thank you.
Okay, so news coming out this week. Devil May Cry 1 is coming to the Switch. Now, not Devil May Cry 5, which is the new game that came out, and not Devil May Cry 1, 2, and 3, the collection that's come out on PlayStation and Xbox One. Or 4, it's the original Devil May Cry 1 as it came out on PS the 2. And
I love PS the 2.
It's
like Alex the Kid.
It's I mean, my theory. You want to hear my theory?
Of what? About it?
Of why they've bought it out, besides the fact they like money. Is
they're
that
allowed to.
Well, no, I reckon we're going to get Dante and Smash as one of the 5 people.
Do you reckon they're seeding it?
Yep.
Well, they're running out of characters. They have to eventually get some more.
Dante was in PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale.
Oh,
Ooh.
maybe not then.
And he was also in Marvel vs. Capcom.
Ah.
And that Battle Royale game sure was a hit.
Yeah, wasn't it?
I don't know
was a
one
hit to
person
the
that's ever
face.
played it.
I've played it. I came third in a retro game competition. I'd never played it before, and I just button mashed and came third. It was great.
I have 89% of the trophies.
Wow.
I played it for a day.
I don't know. Oh, really?
Yeah, legitimately.
I was about to say I don't know what I'm more impressed at. The fact that you stuck with it for that long, or the fact that you gave up when you were so close to the end.
Oh, legitimately, the last ones that I needed were online games, and there was no one online. Couldn't find a game.
So there are a lot of old ports coming to Switch. It seems like Capcom's just rummaging through their back catalogue going, oh yeah, that'll do. Oh yeah, that'll get us some money. Oh yeah, that'll do. What do you think about these old ports coming to Switch, Dan?
I'm not sure. I mean, I suppose the Switch has to find things that can run.
Oh.
Well, it can run these things.
Look, I know we've got a very PlayStation-centric episode, but that doesn't mean that you can start hanging all
I like to stick it in and break it off sometimes.
Ooh.
Oh, painful.
No, I don't know. Like, if they're doing it for the right reasons, if they're trying to show, I feel like they've always got a reason. So it's probably because they're going to use Dante is going to come up in some stuff, I reckon. But yeah, I'm fine with like remake.
It's a strong hit of nostalgia for like the people who grew up with it initially and now have a Switch, and it's also pretty good for people who never really got to play it before.
Yeah, but I mean,
I've never played it.
They've brought out remasters or like polished graphics on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox, and you can get the first 3 for $60, or you can get this for like I think $40. So the original number 1 on the Switch, or would you go to PlayStation and get 3? Incidentally, just bringing that up, I was on the PlayStation Store last night, and they've got a sale on, and the remaster of Another World, an old Super Nintendo title, is $5 on the PlayStation Store. Exactly the same game is on Switch for, I think, $12.
That's
Exactly the same.
Another World's a great game. Remember when like you make friends with that guy and he's like, "My Sharuba."
No.
Damn,
I thought that's a song.
Good memory.
No, no.
Yes.
No, the little man, the big man that you like when you're in the cage and you knock it out and you become mates with him.
You
still-
often
I
watch
still
men knock it out in cages?
All the time.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, it's a club I go to.
Pokemon Go. We haven't had a Pokemon Go update in quite a while, Dan, and I know you've missed them.
I've actually got Pokemon news this week. So yeah.
I know what's going on there. In a move that no one saw coming, you can now get Detective Pikachu in Pokemon Go. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Between May 7th and 17th, 2019, if you take some pictures of your Pokemon that you've caught with your AR camera, a little Detective Pikachu may pop up in the corner.
You go, hey!
No, he doesn't talk. Oh, yeah, he does talk.
Ryan Reynolds, man.
But
Does
then
he swear at you?
when you come out, he's there.
Like
You take a
Deadpool.
photo, and you take him, and there's another shiny as well. You get Ambipom. He's a red boy when he's shiny.
I think they did a whole bunch of them. Didn't they do Psyduck and everything?
Oh, that's previously. I caught a shiny Psyduck the other day.
No, I mean like what they're doing, the look from the movie.
No,
Version.
it's just the same.
No.
Just the same.
Oh well.
Separate note though, Pokemon Go just in the month of April earned $65 million.
Pretty good for a free game.
65, and that's the thing. You can play this game and not spend $1 at all. That's
Oh yeah, I never spent $1.
and the Harry Potter
No, I
things.
did. Actually, our shop when Pokemon Go was like, going ham when it first came out.
Yep.
We bought like 20. What are they? Baits?
Lures.
and set them off in my shop so everyone would come to my shop, and it worked.
Yeah,
Like it was an actual legitimate business strategy.
Yeah.
Worked.
It was
Like a
good.
treat.
great. Jedi Fallen Order. Jedi Fallen Order gameplay has been announced for E3, the Electronic Expo Excitement
Extravaganza.
It's coming at
Look
you.
at this jaded youth in the trailer that we're watching right now for the podcast listeners.
Monarchy.
Look at him. He looks like just
Such a Jedi.
He looks like a kid.
Yeah, well, he is.
He is a young man. He actually is the guy who is the Joker on Gotham.
No, he's not. He's a Jedi lost in space.
No,
Well,
he's
that
not. He's
too.
a CG character.
He's in space and he doesn't know what to do.
Oh, look
So
out!
he's
There's
gonna learn
a
the Force.
stormtrooper. Look away.
So we're going to see gameplay of this. It's a no new multiplayer, no microtransactions, single player Star Wars adventure.
Good.
So very excited to see where this goes.
Yeah, if this is good, I'll stream this.
Fingers crossed.
I like a good, single player Star Wars game.
Well, you haven't seen them in quite a long time now.
Yeah, there's some good ones on like the GameCube.
Yep.
And stuff like that.
Yeah, Rogue One was great.
And there's
Rebel Assault, wasn't it? Rebel Assault or Rogue One?
There's ones like
Rogue One was the
Jedi Power Battles or whatever, and you play Episode 1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Power Battles, that game's actually worth quite a bit.
It's a good game. Yeah, this game looks crisp, but it is just a video.
Yeah, speaking of crisp, Ash will not be in Mortal Kombat 11. As revealed on Bruce Campbell's Twitter, and you can see there on the left-hand side of the screen, that's the actual tweet that Bruce Campbell sent out.
So he did a graphic of the Mortal Kombat background with him pixelated on it, going Bruce Campbell wins, fatality, flawless victory. What does it say down there? I can't read it.
What he killed or performed the fatality on was the internet rumor about Ash being DLC in MK11.
So that was never true.
Well, according to him. So,
we did some false recording.
I imagine he would have had to sign off on something if they did want him in.
I imagine that he's done this to divert attention away from it. So it's still a bit of a surprise when it comes out. Because it was a leak that no one was supposed to actually know about.
It's a bloody good picture.
It's great. He's done very, very well.
I'm sure he did it himself.
Well, yeah. Look how corny he is just standing there. Anyway, we're not going to dwell on that. But I still think it's going to happen.
We could dwell on it.
Well, we won't. A new patent has been filed for the PlayStation VR by PlayStation. Now, patents don't really ever mean much, really. People just patent anything that comes in case they do decide to design it. Dan's just seen it. Brayden, please bring up the patent picture of what PlayStation has grand designs on developing.
Is this real?
That's a real patent.
Oh, is that real?
That's a
I
real
thought
patent.
This was just like a placeholder picture we were putting in.
No, that's the actual image that was on the patent that Sony...
It looks like one of those things...
It looks like a hamster wheel.
Do you remember those things that were like in vogue at like expos about 15 years ago where you go in and it's like one of those, you get in it and it spins you around 360 in all directions and all stuff like that, like a big round thing?
Well, I mean, one of the big complaints that we've heard about the PlayStation VR is how clunky all the boxes and everything are to get out and how it takes up a lot of your living room. A big old hamster wheel right in the middle of your living room is going to be like that
human-sized hamster wheel.
And I don't know if you can see down there,
like 8 humans, mind you.
to the right-hand side, just where number 40 is written, they've still got the big power block there taking up half your room.
I think that's supposed to be the PlayStation.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
That's a big PlayStation.
I like that it's given us X, Y, and Z coordinates just in case we don't know how 3 dimensions work.
Well, it's on a 2D piece of paper.
Yeah, I know. Blow my mind. It is virtual.
Hey, you really want your mind blown? I've got something for you, Mr. McGuinness.
Oh, I can't wait.
The God of War Raising Kratos documentary is now available. Have you heard about this at all?
Yeah, kind of.
It's basically a look at the, 6 years it took to make and develop.
Is it a documentary?
Yeah, it's a documentary.
Man, I thought it was a game.
No.
About raising Kratos. Like, you play someone who brought him up as a child.
It's like, who's your daddy?
No, so we can see on the screen there, or not anymore, but Cory Barlog, the game director, and it just follows him through, bringing this brilliant, fantastic game to life.
Man, they go ham on this stuff. Hey, I was watching a bit of this doco, and I was like, this trailer, and I'm just like, it's too hard. It's too hard to make games these days.
It really is.
They're doing a scene where they're in the woods, so they all go camping out in the woods for like 400
Well,
years.
it's one continuous shot. There's no cuts in that game.
Yeah.
No cuts.
Half-Life.
Yeah, well. Brayden,
Yeah?
what do you reckon's better, God of War or High Life?
High
I
life.
can't speak today.
The High Life?
What's the high life?
That's where you...
That's where you don't have to do anything. You just walk around and spend
Living
money.
the high life.
Anyway, it's God of Water, isn't it?
Yeah, God of War.
I think I just said God of Water.
God of Water.
God of Water, anyone? Apex Legends is coming to mobiles. EA have announced that they want more money. So we're bringing Apex Legends straight to your hand so you can play it anywhere. Which begs the question, is a Switch version that far away? Knowing EA, probably not. Because...
Or is it relevant if you've got a mobile device that can play it?
I'm going to punch you. really hard.
Switch, the new phone.
Well, no, because it doesn't have a SIM card.
Yeah, it doesn't have a phone. So
It's like a phone you can't call people on.
yeah, so it's worse
Hey,
than
do
a phone.
you know what else is a cunt? You two.
Oh.
I said can't.
Oh.
You
sure?
So yeah, it's coming. I said you can't.
Hot take. Holy moly.
Anyway, Dan, you got news. Go for it.
Oh, man, I'm still just going on the can't.
Oh,
You
man.
can't do
I
it.
can't
For
do
a
it.
show that doesn't swear, you can't pull that sort
Oh,
of
Dan, what is it you can't face?
So this week, I'm always a fan of really, really good film marketing.
Yep.
And so this week, a file came up on the internet, which was like, I think it was called. Can you tell me what it's called, Brayden? It's written as
It was Pokemon Detective Pikachu full picture. It was an hour and 40-something minute long video, in which it was posted by a YouTube account called Inspector Pikachu.
But so if we bring it up, Brayden,
there we
in
go.
the
Oh,
In the
there
other
it
way.
is.
and it
So it looked like that.
so it actually starts, and it is the actual start of Pokemon the movie.
Oh, it's a little Trico.
And then music starts, and the guy looks around, and suddenly, bang!
Boom.
1 hour and a half of Detective Pikachu doing aerobics.
Yep.
Look at that face.
It's amazing.
So what it is, it's a fake, and it's got a watermark, as you saw up in the corner there, of R. Reynolds. So it's
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds, and he is known for his like amazing marketing. And yeah, this is it. I can't even imagine how many views this video's got already. I put it on my work today, the whole thing.
Good.
And it's amazing.
What I love is the fact that
Are we going to
no
get
one's
flagged for this?
no one's angry about
Put
this.
it into a little view, Brayden. Yeah.
The internet has loved this. Like,
Yeah.
no one's angry at all. They're
like
like,
a
yep,
new
this is
Rickroll.
great.
Did you see like some of the stuff they did for Deadpool? Their weird marketing. So the week that Deadpool came out, and maybe one or two, I can't remember. I think it was Deadpool 2. All the DVDs and like JB Hi-Fi.
Oh, yeah,
had
they changed the covers.
Fake covers with Deadpool in them,
Yep.
like of all the Blu-rays. And
Yep.
It's so weird. Like,
Yep.
but that's the kind of thing that you have to do these days. You have to think outside the box. And look at this little guy go.
I just want that on loop for the rest of the show.
Well, we could.
I could if you want.
No, let's not.
We don't have to talk about anything else.
Well,
But-
we can't do that because we're up to the most important segment, the return of a segment that I've missed, so I'm bringing it back. Ladies and gentlemen, people who have listened and watched the show know that we're slightly enamored of a man named Hideo Kojima. Now, we had a segment that came up every now and then called Kojima Watch, where we would go on about Kojima's adventures, whether it was about Death Stranding.
What's he doing?
What's he up to?
Hanging out with Norman.
One time he was like, he had a Santa hat on and he was up a ladder looking down with a finger to his lip, giving you a saucy look, and that was our Kojima Watch for that week. But I think I found the best and most relevant Kojima Watch we could
I feel
ever
it's
have.
gone full circle now.
So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, possibly the ultimate version of Kojima Watch. I bring you the Kojima Watch.
Oh man! So for those who can't see what we're looking at, he has brought out a watch from Kojima, and actually they don't look that bad.
No, they look pretty cool.
I like the lighter one. There's like they're steel. They're kind of swatchy.
Yeah.
If you guys remember Swatch watches, I
So-
think they're actually still around. Swatch watches.
This isn't the end of Kojima Watch by all means, but get yourself a Kojima Watch.
If anything, it should be even
Ramping it up.
Yeah.
Ramp it up. More Kojima Watch.
Look how cool he is in that tiny little picture of his little.
He's just a
circle.
cool man. He's
Even
just
my wife
awesome.
respects him now.
Yeah, because he's amazing.
The second you learn about him and what he has done, you respect him.
Yeah.
That's right. Do you know who that also applies to?
Me.
King Kaiju Collectibles. That's right. King Kaiju Collectibles can say his name. Unlike me. So I'll just
You
soldier
haven't
on.
given Brayden any time to get the ad up.
I know I
Yeah.
haven't. But King Kaiju is from a long line of toy peddlers. His father was a toy peddler. His mother was a toy peddler. And I'm sure there were other peddlers in his family.
And I'm sure he had other family members.
But one thing's for sure. King Kaiju and his collectibles are there for peddling you, baby. That's his new catchphrase.
Enough of that.
Peddling
That's
you.
enough.
Dan,
And also, the show is sponsored by Greenlight Comics.
I'm so glad he doesn't pay for that ad.
Yeah, I know. My comic shop in the city in 18 Stevens Place in Adelaide, just off Rundle Mall down the side of the Maya Centre. We sell graphic novels. We sell all sorts of things. D&D stuff. We don't sell plates. We have a Han Solo in the store. We have everything. See you soon. It's going to be the best. I'll see you there.
We should really make a new one of those, hey?
Yeah, better ad. Yep. All right, done.
And we also have a Patreon over at patreon.com/hackthedino. We're sitting down having a little bit of brainstorm, thinking about redoing some of the tiers. But at the moment, everyone who subscribes to Patreon gets access to our, I was going to say elusive, but exclusive Patreon-only group.
Protrusive.
We also give them Sell Me a Comic, which has taken a bit of a turn as of late.
Dark turn.
Got a bit of a storyline going that came out of nowhere. So that'll continue. That goes out every Wednesday for all of our Patreons. For those of you at the $10 level, you can get Hack the Dino more as we stream it live. And it's basically us talking about everything that isn't video games.
It's this show, but different.
Yeah.
And Brayden's in it. He's like...
I'm here. You can see me.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not just a disembodied voice. I was going to say disemboweled voice. Kind of wish I did now.
Disemboweled.
But I've made enough mistakes this show. So go and check us out. Patreon.com/hackthedino. $1 a month. What's $1 a month? Like, really?
Dollary do.
You know, you could help a starving child, but, you know,
Okay, well...
I'm hungry as well. Think about me.
Hungry for money.
Hungry for
Nom,
fame.
nom, 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 nom.
All right, let's get into this.
All right.
Topic of the show.
Okay. So there was, as we mentioned at the top of the show, a PlayStation State of Play Nintendo Direct.
Sony. It's Sony State of Play.
The
Sorry.
Sony Nintendo Direct.
So we're going to analyze it now.
Are we? All right, we will. So first thing I noticed, I don't know if you noticed it, Dan, but before it started up, so the stream kicked in, and because it was a live stream, you sort of have that lead in into the main thing.
Yep.
And just before it went, there was a little coin sound.
Was it? I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
I skipped past it.
I had to research, and my thought was right. It was actually one of the coin sounds from Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, okay.
And they sort of put it in as a little bit of an Easter egg, and I really like that.
Yeah, I like stuff like that as well.
Just
I like that there was a whole bunch of people commenting straight away, like, why is there like 8 minutes of nothing? I'm like, because it's a stream, man. That's how you do it.
Because Nintendo don't do that. Nintendo just have a holding
bang
stream.
it straight
Yeah,
on.
boom. Because they're efficient.
All right. So,
All right. So you want to take the lead?
yeah, so first up, they showed Monster Hunter Iceborne trailer.
That's right. Jason Bourne's son is back, and he's here to hunt some monsters.
Hooked on ice.
So, I'm not a fan of the Monster Hunter series. I know it's a great game, and I'm sure it's too intimidatingly big.
Yeah.
And time sucky. It just seems time sucky. I don't even know if it is. Anyhow, this new bit of it, they're in the old snow. And you're fighting monsters in the cold, which also seems unappealing.
That was a snake with wings.
Oh, dude, there's some monsters in this. There's a snow shark.
Look at that cat.
A snow shark.
Yeah, there's a snow shark, which it'll be coming up soon for the people who can see it. There's a whole bunch of new monsters. It looks like a new what's this called? Like area.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just stalling really because I just want to see the snow shark again.
Well, did you play Horizon Zero Dawn?
Yeah.
Did you play the expansion?
Nah, but I should have.
It was snow.
It was
No
it was in the
worries.
snow
Look
again.
at this guy, a big monster, ditching a tree.
He's a
out
big
here.
moose. He's a big
Yeah.
moose man.
So legitimately, yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn's DLC was also a new area with snow and everything.
But
Yeah.
they had robot dinosaurs, so
There it
they're
is.
better.
They did.
Snow shark.
That looks insane.
Dun, dun,
and
dun, 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 dun,
awesome.
dun. Snow shark. There's a sand shark in Legend of Zelda.
Sand shark.
Yep.
Yeah, nice.
Does the same thing. All right.
Anyhow, so that came out. Everyone was like, it opened with this, and I was like, oh yeah, cool trailer of that. I'm sure the people who love Monster Hunter who have like done it to death, like Anamana, one of our
friends of the show, Anamana.
friends of the show, Anamana. Go check him out. He does Twitch streams and that on like how to do's. What are they called?
He also does a lot
how-tos.
of retro
Like
reviews
tutorials.
now as well.
Yeah, but he heavily concentrated on Monster Hunter. I remember.
Mm.
So if you want to get some tips,
Head on over.
to Anamana.
All right.
Anamana.
What do we have up next?
Next up, we had Riverborn. Now, this one looks kind of interesting.
What is it? How would you describe it?
I would describe it as a multiplayer, which I've written down here.
Multiplayer press release.
A four-player dungeon crawler using characters from other indie games.
Yeah. So the
Oh, okay, that's cool.
so you've got Juan from Guacamole. You've got Shovel Knight from Shovel Knight. And a bunch of other ones that I actually haven't heard
I did
much
like
of.
this. There's a lot of physics in the game, destruction physics. So I was like, it reminds me heaps. Do you remember there was that 8-bit like Zelda game that came out. It was very much like Zelda. It was on a while ago. It looks exactly like that. It was
Oh, it's got Bastion.
Oh,
and Psychonauts.
Kamiko.
no, it was called actually like 8-bit RPG or something like that.
Oh, okay.
It looks exactly like that. And yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this look, but it is 4 players at the same time. It's look at it. It's a slasher. It's what is that?
Hey, did one have a sword back then?
Yeah.
I think they all had swords. At
He's
that
a
time.
wrestler.
Yeah, I think you get weapons.
Wrestlers don't use swords.
They do.
Anyway, it's coming out in the summer.
And they can. Yeah, so that came up and everyone was like, yeah, that's pretty good. I thought that was pretty good. Next up.
Oh, breaking news. Breaking news from the chat I can see.
Breaking Bad.
The Rye guy says there's also a Landshark in Blue Dragon.
Oh.
So, sharks. Should we be afraid of them?
Thanks, Rye.
Is
Yeah,
Junjo Ite correct?
Yeah,
They're going to grow legs and come and eat you.
Land sharks, yeah. It's the next evolutionary step in fear.
As long as we don't have flying whales, we're fine.
Yeah, or shark spiders.
Flying whales.
Oh,
man.
shark spiders would be scary.
Can you imagine walking out in a flying whale taking a dump?
Or do you know that we don't have like sea spiders? That'd be horrible.
Have you met
Yeah,
crabs?
we do. Rock
Yeah,
lobsters.
Crabs, they're not threatening.
They're
but-
arachnids.
but an actual arachnid. Like
Yeah.
a sea
Have you not seen rock spiders?
Yeah, I have, but it doesn't matter.
Doesn't
So
matter
next
'cause
up,
you're
we
wrong.
had a very, very, very short teaser, which we're just going to show quickly, of Predator Hunting Grounds.
Yeah.
So this, not actual gameplay we're showing here, but like this is one of those online player games where there's 4 players up against one monster, and I'm like, did you guys realize that Evolve bombed? Which
Yeah,
was that
oof.
exact thing. But Evolve didn't bomb because it was a bad game. Evolve was actually a really, really good game. It just came out at a really inconvenient and bad time. Something else came out massive just after it, and everyone just dropped Evolve and started playing that. I think it was like Overwatch or something like that.
Now, I just want to yes and you there. This, I think, from doing some reading, is more like the Friday the 13th game that came out 1 or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Where you have a group of people go in, one person is randomly Jason Voorhees, and the camp people need to escape while Jason hunts them down. I think that's what this is.
Well, that's what Evolve was.
So one person's the predator.
One person was a monster, and
Right.
then there were 4 people that were humans, like trying to hunt it, or
Right.
vice versa.
And
But the monster
could be,
evolved
like, yeah,
the
different
longer
things.
the match went on, so it grew bigger spikes coming out of it, and it got more powerful the longer they took to kill it.
So if they found it really quick, the monster was like super vulnerable.
Yeah, but if you you were the monster, you hid for a while and tried to evolve. Yeah, that's what Evolve was.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
don't want
And
to hide.
I mean, it's the same as what that other one's not Friday the 13th. What's the other one? The Dead one.
Dead by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight, yeah, which has like all them. It's this whole one where you have one character that's really powerful and all the other characters are kind of against it or running away from it. It's a good. They work good. They're really fun, and then everyone gets randomly kind of assigned to it. But yeah, Predator. I mean, it makes sense. He hides.
Yeah, well, he stalks, I think, more
DLC
than
for
hide.
He
Aliens.
hunts.
He rips out your spine. Hangs it from a tree.
Swings it around. You know.
He doesn't get to the chopper.
He mostly never ever succeeds in all
No.
the films I've seen.
He lost to Danny Glover. I mean,
I know.
Danny Glover wasn't even in his prime.
Yeah, it
I
was
mean,
true. It
Arnie
was-
I can understand, but Danny Glover?
yeah, it was a doughy, soft Danny.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
Dad bod Danny.
so they did that one up. Next up, they showed another beautiful remake, which is really weird. They're remaking Medieval.
Yeah.
So, do you know what's really weird about this?
No one wants it?
Not that. I played the original game of this just recently, and I just said, "Oh man, they should remake this game." And then, like within 2 days, they actually announced it. And but this game,
They listen.
there's enough particle effects and colors and jazz in this game, like from the original, they can jazz up, and yeah, it'll be a pretty fun game.
See, this is what the difference between remake and remake, though. So you have remakes like Resident Evil 2, which was sort of
Changes it.
a complete and utter overhaul.
That's what this is. This is way better than this ever was.
Really?
Yeah.
No, from what I can see here, it looks like they've just put a new layer of paint on the old mechanics of the game.
Maybe we might be
I
like
was gonna
looking
say, it's
through
like
rose-colored glasses, though, like
Camera
remembering the
angles
old game
and
better.
everything.
Well, I never played the old game. I've just seen, obviously, it being played. I never played it firsthand, but it's definitely looking like that PlayStation 1 type of tanky
Yeah.
type controls. And Brayden, you've played the remakes of Spyro and Crash.
Yes.
Is that what they are? Are they overhauls or are they?
They are paint jobs and tweaks where it needed it.
Yeah.
Like, if there was a section which was specifically like buggy,
Yep.
they fixed it entirely.
Do you remember that game Pandemonium?
Yep.
Those games? I can let you redo them as well. But you heard it first on Hack the Dino. They're going to do that.
So do you think that this is sort of like, again, a capitalization on the success of Spyro and Crash, because we got people like our young millennial Falcon Brayden here who are coming into the nostalgia age?
Oh yeah.
I just think a lot of these people who are older now, game devs and that man, they have such fond memories of these old games, and they actually go back and play them and go, oh man, this isn't very good. Let's remake it, make it better.
But
that could be it.
But they just polished the graphics there. They didn't remake it.
So it's not game designers, it's art students.
Yeah, okay.
Oof.
Well, that makes sense. All right, next.
What was up next? So this is next one is the standout for me.
Oh, same.
Away the Survival series. So this is basically you can't hear it, but it's like it's narrated by David Attenborough.
Yep.
And it's like
Wait,
it looks like a documentary, but you play an animal. Brayden hasn't seen it.
Oh my god!
You
Are you
play
right
an
there, Brayden?
animal that
This is awesome.
you play an animal that he can't handle it.
It's a gecko.
Look at this stuff. You play this little what is this little animal? It's like a badger?
I think it's a
Flying squirrel.
Flying fox?
no, it's flying squirrel.
Oh, it's a snake.
What are they called? A spirit. Oh, whatever. I can't
Anyhow,
remember
you play this little
Spirit
this
guide.
little
the
animal.
name. It's a spirit guide.
And
Oh, it's great.
what happens is you're going through a whole series of natural disasters and escaping them. Although that's a big score. Oh, how good is that? It's
Oh my
riding on the
God, this
fire.
is
So yeah,
cool.
it's a whirlwind of fire.
Yep.
So you're escaping all these natural disasters. It looks amazing. It looks
Yeah,
beautiful.
Looks great.
Legitimately, that was so good.
Get back to
Oh
your
my God.
desk.
Yeah, I think we
What do
blew
you
Brayden's
think
mind.
this is? My goodness.
The thing is, it wasn't David Attenborough at the start. It was just a dude totally trying to be him, like,
and
you
not
could
very
tell it wasn't.
successfully because he was clearly
But
American.
but the thing is, it's called the Survival series. Are you gonna play? Are they gonna do a whole bunch of different animals?
That'd be rad.
And like, imagine they do the insect ones. You get to the insect world and
Well,
everything.
there was one called. It
Didn't
was-
look that good though.
Tokyo
No. No. There was one.
Oh yeah, I played that.
on 3DS called.
Nintendogs.
No, no, it
The
wasn't.
Tokyo Jungle one where you play like a.
Would you two shut up for a second?
Like a little, like, chihuahua.
It was called Dangerous Animals.
Okay,
Oh,
there you
yeah.
go.
And I think it was not Christopher Walken. Who was it? There was two bad guys trying to rob a house, and they were talking about where the money was buried. And you played a spider.
The Wet Bandits.
No. It was
Like
two
Macaulay
washed up.
Culkin.
Oh, Brayden, you've got a punch coming your way as well.
I'm asking for it, hey.
Anyway, go look it up. Great games. Never been remastered. Don't know why.
Okay, so they did that, and
Oh, I just want to bring up that beach water in that last trailer looked fake as hell.
all right. And then their closing one was, of course, they did more Final Fantasy VII trailer.
Yep.
So it looks like Final Fantasy VII.
It looks great.
I've got the same question you had as well. Are they going to go with the Final Fantasy? What was the latest Final Fantasy? What was that one number?
15.
15. Are they going to go with the non, like,
Why is Ryu there?
Non-turn-based.
non-turn based, or are they going to go like the Final Fantasy 15? I'm thinking though that they're going to stick it to the
turn-based.
turn based.
But I think maybe they're
hope so.
in the waiting time while you're selecting your attacks. They sort of move around a bit as opposed
Attack and Punisher.
That is looking very similar to 15, just saying.
to. Is it?
I've played 15. That does look quite similar.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But I think it might not be. I'm
Yeah.
hoping it's not be.
What if?
Do you know
what if it's a selection?
I know, as I've said this before, I've played. I know everything about this game, and I've never played it.
Yeah. Well, you were waiting for this, weren't you?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
hoping they'd make it for most years.
Keep waiting. Keep waiting.
Another question I had was, is it still going to be episodic? Because before Square Enix took it back, it was going to be an episodic
Yeah,
type
no,
game.
I hate anything episodic. Episodic can get put in the bin.
Yeah, but this is it's only
Gonna
because you're
drop
burned
kick
from
it.
Half-Life.
What
Half-Life 2.
was that episode? Oh yeah, that. But they were full games at least.
Yeah, wow. But my hint or guess would be that since Square took this back, they're not going to do the episodic thing. They're just going to release the full game.
The
Here
block.
it is, and I reckon we're going to get it December.
Ooh, hot take.
I reckon they've said we're going to find
Hot
out more.
take, hot tip.
So you say this, Brayden, that's an actual phrase,
Yeah,
isn't
it
it?
is an actual phrase.
It is an actual phrase.
Hot take?
Hot take is an actual phrase, and you've paid me out about it. You've paid Brayden out about it.
Yeah, it's not though.
It is.
Not in this.
Brayden,
Not in this.
can you please look up the definition of hot take?
Will do.
It's just the big pile of
So
hot take. You take a hot one.
there is a concert the weekend before E3, so I think the 7th of June.
Concert.
Man, E3's close.
Oh God, really?
Yeah, it's like 3 weeks away. So there could be more news released there. I'm assuming we'll get a release date at the concert because it does have a Final Fantasy theme to it this year, whereas last year was Kingdom Hearts. And I reckon E3, you're going to be able to play it on the demo floor. I reckon you'll be able to play an actual demo.
Okay, so it does mean something.
It does mean something. So
A
we'll
piece
take...
of commentary typically produced quickly in response to a recent event whose primary purpose is to attract attention.
Hot take.
So Dan will expect your written apology on our desks in the morning.
Yeah, I will.
One
That
last...
doesn't make sense.
One last...
In Brayden.
One last bit of news.
One more thing.
This is why they haven't announced the PlayStation 5 yet, because they got more of these things to push out. The Days of Play limited edition chromium super foil etched PlayStation 4.
This is exactly what Xbox is kind of doing with that.
The sad.
You're sad. Like I couldn't believe it. I was like, are you guys kidding me?
So does this have a disc drive? This has a disc drive, does it? Or is it just a box?
I don't know.
It would have a disc drive.
I don't reckon it. What's Days of Play? Because it says in conjunction with Days of Play, they announced it.
Yeah.
What is Days of
I
Play?
Well,
assume
State of Play is what we're watching.
Probably a
Yeah, but they
marketing
said
thing.
in conjunction with Days of Play, we're bringing out the Days of Play console, and I'm like, what's Days of Play?
It's probably one of their things where it's like, oh, we're doing these sales on different games over these couple days, and they change all the time. And
Buy a PlayStation to put them on.
yeah,
So you had these questions and you didn't do any research into it?
Oh, I thought you guys would know.
Hot take.
You're a hot take. You're a pile of
oh,
hot take.
hey-o.
I'm the hottest take there is, baby. Okay, overall thoughts. You didn't see the first State of Play, did you?
No.
It was VR focused,
I
and a
thought-
lot of people weren't happy with it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought the lady that was
Narrating
talking it, yeah, in the between it. I was waiting for her because she just kind of like, that's not going to work, Brayden.
Yeah, that's fine.
She was kind of like, oh, yeah. I was waiting for her to explain what a lot of the things were as they came up. So it showed like the Predator thing and gave us no information, and then she's just like,
But
"Hey,
you've
that
never
was-"
seen any Nintendo Directs or anything, have you?
Yeah, I've seen them, but like she was quick and sharp to the point. A couple of sentences, done.
Yeah,
Next,
it was
into the next
great.
Thing.
I really enjoyed it. I think they've taken all the good things out of the Nintendo Direct and put it towards their own thing. One of the things I don't like about the Nintendo Direct, which a lot of people do, so I'm in the minority here, but whatever, fight me, is the Nintendo Direct have like personalities. They have people there explaining it to you. It's like, yeah, well, I don't care. Just show me the
Yeah,
games.
like there was like 6 or 7 trailers or whatever it was.
Yep.
That could have easily been pushed out to an hour keynote kind of thing, and other places would have done that.
Well, I mean, you look at this. This went for about 13 minutes. And then the previous one, I think, went for about 20 minutes. So you've already got half an E3 conference there. So, it's taking... What I really like about these is that there is now a better way to get your message across for cheaper. So we've talked about it before. You're not forking out thousands upon thousands of dollars for floor space. You can release these videos in your own time. You can stream them, and people will watch to get that information.
They're really making E3 irrelevant, aren't they?
It really is. I honestly don't think it's going to be around the next 5 years. I seriously think the schedule came
and then
out
we'll all
today.
cry that it's gone.
Yeah. So Nintendo Direct are doing this. PlayStation are well on board. I assume it's only a matter of... Well, Xbox have their own thing, don't they?
Yeah.
Xbox Minute? Is that what it is?
Hot minute. Hot take minute.
Yes, Dan.
Handshake to the minute past.
And one last thing that we all wanted to know that wasn't answered. Where the hell's Battle Crab?
Yeah, what happened to that?
Bring us Battle Crab. I want Battle Crab and I want it now. More than that Final Fantasy malarkey.
And I want Skatebird. That's the one I'm waiting for.
Skatebird.
It's like, yeah, be a little bird on a skateboard.
Nah, Battle Crab will kick Skatebird's butt.
Skatebirder.
Yeah, but
Skibberder.
Battle Crab can
Skibberder.
hold like a flick knife.
But yeah, Skatebird can just crack you with these trucks.
What do you think, folks? Skatebird or Battle Crab? Sign off in the comments below. Give us a like if you think that it's worth doing that, because it helps us.
I'll be streaming Skatebird once it becomes available.
You gonna stream Battle Crab?
Yep.
I'm gonna fight you on Battle Crab.
Anyhow, next. Move on.
Okay, viewer question time. Brayden, do the thing. Brian Zach on our Facebook group asks, "Hey, you seen that Sonic trailer?"
That's the that was it. That's the
This is the Forest Moon of Endor. And that's
This garbage
let's watch this for a little while. So we got Sonic here. He's gross. He looks like a weird furry. He looks like okay, yeah. So
a lot of people complaining about the design, which I agree is ridiculous. And the director has since come out and said, "Oh no, we're going to fix the design." That isn't the problem for me. For me, it's this movie is just 90s trash straight out of a direct-to-DVD bargain bin.
It's like Mortal Kombat.
90s Jim Carrey.
Yeah, which I didn't mind so much.
I know, I actually really like it.
And I understand that, yes, this is aimed at kids, but you don't have to treat kids like idiots. Because they're young doesn't mean they're stupid. They understand a good film when they see it.
Well, this is like the whole thing. This is coming out at the same time, unfortunately for them, Detective Pikachu, where they've just taken a child's thing and made it into this thing that all adults can enjoy.
And Detective Pikachu, from what I've read, is a kid's film. But they don't dumb it down so kids go, "Oh, you said a naughty word."
So, but yeah, this whole thing, what you're saying with they've gone, "Oh, we're going to make him a bit different now." And that was totally from just the internet. Basically, like saying, "You're doing a bad job." And the internet actually changed it. We've got a picture, Brayden, of like the evolution of the internet.
It's pretty good. I pay that for the internet.
So you got...
Well, it definitely looks like Sonic in that last picture.
If the internet hadn't pooed its pants, this would never have happened. It wouldn't have got changed.
See,
if they hadn't released a trailer, it would have come out and he would have looked like that first picture. He would have looked like a Care Bear.
I disagree. I think this is them knowing they had a stinker of a film and they put up this rubbish design
to try and get someone else
full knowledge that it would create heat. And then they go, "Oh, well, when the film comes out, he'll look completely different. Plonk down your $18 and come and see."
Yeah, maybe.
It's
maybe.
Or
maybe they ran out of money and they just...
You were just saying that you need better marketing ploys this day and age. You were complimenting Ryan Reynolds on it. I think this is a marketing ploy. I think they had the real Sonic in the back pocket. You can't tell me they can go through a whole 180-minute movie and replace every frame the titular hero's in.
Are they making Sonic as an alien?
Well, from an alternate reality.
Yeah.
But my point being, this is all a big,
or maybe
big conspiracy.
Maybe they ran out of money and then they just got the internet to finish it for them, like the designers.
Who's bringing this out? Is it Sony?
I don't know.
Friggin' yep.
Yeah, it is.
Nope.
Warner Brothers.
I said yep, as in I'm gonna do this. Hold on 1 second. We're doing it live. We're doing it live. Get back. Get here. There we go. Let's find out.
No, I took it off.
Sega. Oh, they're not stuck for money. They have heaps. No, they don't, because they lost the console war to Nintendo.
Oh. Did they?
Yes, they did. Nintendo's still making highly successful games.
And
Sega's
movies.
bringing out crap like that. Who do you think won? Who do you think's scraping the bottom of the 90s franchise barrel? Don't answer that.
Gangster's Paradise.
Yeah, see? What the hell was that?
Was that the music in it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Mike Hodge asks, what are your predictions for E3? Now, usually we have a whole show dedicated to our E3 predictions, and we will have one again. I'm looking at the calendar, and I'm thinking possibly episode 72, so in about...
Show it.
Look how young we are there, Dan.
I know.
This is ours. I can show it.
Yeah. We're not going to
You can
flag
swap us
it.
around as much as you want. Like, look, I'm little now, but now I'm big and I'm down there and being little.
What's funny?
I'm wearing the same jacket.
Time. You are too.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's
god,
jacket.
you're just
Look
in
at
the
that.
same clothes. Stop that.
That was rad. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna be doing I got a smaller beard though. We're gonna be doing a E3 prediction show, probably episode 72. So this is episode 70. Watch episode 71 because we might do it then. Might do episode 73 as well. You should
So we're
watch
not
them all.
gonna. So you know,
Hit that subscribe button to
Watch
find
every
out
episode.
when.
So in answer to your question, we're not gonna say.
Watch it. Watch the show.
Oh dear. Okay, I think it's about time we did Dan versus the World.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, Brayden, you with us?
We should do it because I only go to the toilet.
Hey-o.
Oh no, Dan versus the World. I've changed it.
Turn your light on, Brayden, and
I can't. It isn't plugged in.
oh yeah, that was me.
Thanks, Dan.
It's all right.
Dan versus the World, in which I play 5 seconds of a song or piece of music from anywhere in video game history. These two chaps, Dan representing Dan and Brayden representing the world, each have a question, up to 5 questions in fact, which will be asked alternatively to try and figure out where that music has come from. After 5 questions, Dan gets a guess, then Brayden gets a guess. If they both get it wrong, draw. Both don't get a point. If Dan gets it right, he gets a point. If Brayden gets it right, the world gets a point. You can try and answer it before the 5 questions are up, but if you get it wrong, you lose that point. Speaking of points, Dan, you're on 18. The world is also on 18.
Oh.
We are all tied up and places to go.
Okay.
Home. Go home.
All right.
Go home with a... Not... Brayden, get back.
I'm going over.
Get both of you, get back here.
Huh?
Stop
internet
ruining my show.
Got some internet problems tonight.
Set to go.
Okay, here we go. First song.
In there. Was that a glitch?
That was a glitch in the music.
Glitch in the
okay.
Matrix.
I thought it was just a bit of a remix, but sure.
Okay, so question number 1.
It sounded a bit familiar.
Mhm.
What console is this
Super Nintendo.
on? Oh, okay.
Brayden.
SNES.
Sneeze. Has it been remade?
I'm going to say it's been re-released.
Hmm.
Not remade, but it has been re-released.
Okay.
Dan, question number 2.
What genre of game is it?
It's a fighter.
A fighter.
Mm.
A fighter. Brayden?
Okay. Who is one character from it?
You do realise Dan's turn's next.
Yeah, but like I'm sure there's like multiple versions of the game. There's probably like sequels and stuff. I had to stop myself from swearing then. I'm sorry. It's been a long day.
Ryu! Ryu is a character from this game. Dan?
All right. So I'm trying to think of a question that
Question
doesn't
number
give
3.
it away.
Well, you know it's on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, but I don't know which one it is.
Yeah. So if
There's
you
a
can think of
couple.
a question to nail the possible
How
3
Oh, so there was 3.
versions of this game coming.
That
It's
was,
a
about,
freebie.
that was about to be my question.
It's a
How many
freebie.
versions were there?
Freebie for you both.
Can I have a hint?
Yep. This was my favourite game.
Oh, cool.
Brayden.
I feel like. Okay. Yep. Hey Penthrox, how you doing?
Penthrox is merch, by the way. I'm very sorry, merch.
Oh, hey,
Very
Merch.
sorry.
How you doing?
Anyway, back to the game.
Yes. God, it is really difficult to ask. Another hint, please.
All right. In this game, it introduced. Oh, hang on. Oh.
I know what it is. So just,
It introduced for the first time playable versions of these characters. There you go.
I was going to guess because like none of us are going to give it away.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's gonna come down to the end.
Is it Street Fighter 2 Turbo?
Yes! Good job, Dan.
Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo? Did they
No,
have Super at the start?
No, there was a Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, but it was arcade only, and that's
okay.
incidentally still the version that they use to this day at Evo.
Oh,
that
nice.
competition.
Weird.
It's really hard. I've got it at home.
So the version that's on the Super Nintendo,
Yep.
isn't Super Street Fighter Turbo.
Well, no, they have Street Fighter 2,
Yes.
Street Fighter 2 Turbo,
Yes.
Super Street Fighter 2.
Nice.
And that one's on the arcade as well.
Yeah, well, they were all on the arcade. It's Street Fighter.
And Battle.
Anyway, question number 2.
And
Song
Battle
number
Crab.
2. Song number 2. Song number 2. Here we go.
Yeah, it was, wasn't
It's a
it?
very loud song.
All right.
Dan, question number 1.
What is the main protagonist in this game?
He's a god.
Oh no!
Damn.
Brayden,
Damn it!
you should really.
You could have toned that down.
I could have, but I didn't want to.
It was pretty godly music, wasn't it?
It was rather epic.
Console's it on?
I think.
If you tell me what number it is, I can tell you.
See, I'm not 100% sure, but it's either PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 3.
Okay.
Dan, question number 2.
You're not going to know anything about this game, eh? Even if we ask questions about it.
Well, you don't know that.
All right. Give me a hint then.
Sure.
Oh god.
Oh
god.
No.
Just think about it. You're asking me for a hint to try and prove that I know nothing. I'm the kind of arrogant person who will just blurt out the answer because I know Brayden's next.
Yeah.
So maybe rethink that.
I'm more or less know
Is
it.
that your answer?
Yeah, there you go. That's your hint. Brayden.
My hint is that you would have given the answer.
Yep. Brayden.
I'm feeling cheated, but sure.
That was Dan's hint.
That's true. Okay.
So you've got your question now.
Can I have a hint?
Sure. Considering Dan's next.
Yeah.
This isn't the first of the series.
Cool.
Question number 3.
It's going to guess.
Yep.
Is it God of War 2?
Yes!
Damn.
Wow!
You see, when you
Well,
said
it's not the first one,
when
and
you
there was
said
only
you-
2 on the PlayStation.
when you said
Two?
you didn't know,
PlayStation 3. I said it was either PS2 or PS3.
Oh, yeah, but there's only 2 on the PlayStation 2.
Yeah, but I didn't know which one it was.
Oh, okay.
I was
Well,
gonna
we're
say-
lucky then.
I was narrowing it down to 2 or 3.
Yep.
I was gonna ask, but then you said you didn't know anything about the game, and I was like, oh, okay. God of War 2 was that one that had that really weird hot tub sex minigame.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
There
right.
was also a sexy bed game. as
Problematic.
well. In the first one, where you went back to the bed and you could it just went black. You never
Yep.
saw it, but yeah. Anyhow,
Song number 3. Here we go.
Yeah, I know that. Sadly.
Oh.
I know that one as well, but I can't think what it is.
Okay, well, question number 1.
Give me a hint.
We've mentioned this game on the show. Brayden.
Oh, I think it's Fortnite.
Yes, you're correct. Fortnite it is.
yeah.
You know what helped me? You know what helped me?
What?
These Twitch sunglasses.
Oh, they're mine.
I know.
I got them at the Twitch meetup.
Wait till you see the underwear he's wearing.
But they only work if you mention Fortnite or hear the Fortnite music.
At the end
If I
of
see-
Dan versus the World, for episode 70, we have the world on 19, and Dan, you're on 20.
Oh, I've clawed my way out of the primordial soup.
He's getting it back.
We're gearing up to that live show. Now, I know we announced earlier that we were hoping for an episode 75 live show. After some talking, Dan and I have got some bigger plans, and instead, our end-of-year spectacular this year will be the live show.
Yeah. Makes more sense to do it right at the end of the year.
It's just whether we have it at
No one cares about numbers.
No, whether we have it at the comic book
Yeah,
shop
here at the comic shop.
or we have it here.
No, because we want to have a live audience.
Yeah, we can get some people in here.
We can't.
It's a
hey?
big studio.
Oh, we could.
We can do anything.
We could put them up with those back bleachers over there.
We can. We've been Hack the Dino, a fortnightly nonsense variety show where we talk about gamings and games and no thrones.
Stuff.
There's no thrones here.
Dun, 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 dun.
Da da dun dun da da dun dun da da dun
Dun, dun, dun. Shut up, 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 shut up.
This is unlistenable audio.
I know. You can find us over at hackthedino.com or youtube.com/hackthedino. If you could give us a like, that'd be awesome because the algorithms mean it gets to more people. So a subscription.
Subscribe to me.
They're subscriptious. A subscribe
Scrumdiddlyumptious.
would be awesome, but also a big thumbs up would be fantasmic. It's like fantastic, but better. You can also catch us on twitch.tv/hackthedino, where Dan, you do weekly streams,
Yep, this
allegedly.
This week I am streaming the new game that they brought out of Blood.
Oh, really? Is that out?
Yeah, Blood I can't remember. What's this little thing? It's like the second sample, like a blood sample or whatever.
I had no idea. Is it made by id as well, or?
It looks exactly the same as the first game.
Oh.
No. It is the first game.
Yeah.
Just remade with crisper, nicer graphics, and you can look around, you know what I mean? Like,
Okay, I'm giving you a challenge.
Okay.
You have to kill every mime you see.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Isn't that
Every
just a
single
general
mime.
life rule?
But,
Yeah, that's just
But-
how I just go all the time anyway in real life.
But your challenge is you have to kill each mime you see in a different way.
Ooh.
Like, there's not many ways you can kill it.
Well,
I've only
like-
got one weapon.
Well, you're gonna have to
Anyhow.
beat him up. Anyway,
I
that'll
will
be
try.
cool.
Yeah, I'm going to kill all the mimes. That's this Sunday. I've moved to the time of 1 p.m. now. I do my
1 p.m.
yeah.
Adelaide time, or just
Look it up.
give us a follow on Twitch, and you'll get notified when Dan is on. And you can listen to the audio-only version of this if you're like our good friend Floppy and in riding your bike and need something to listen to because it's illegal to watch DVDs in your glasses, and that technology also doesn't exist.
I watch it as a hologram on the front of my bike. I project it onto the road, and I just watch the road. It's the best way to watch a movie, man.
iTunes, Spotify, we're on them all. So subscribe over there, and you can hear our dulcet tones coming to your ears.
I wish I was there when Floppy's riding his bike and he hears us talking about him on the podcast.
Bum 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 bum.
That's it. I'm out. I'm going to the toilet.
Bum 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 bum.